Let me tell you what happened in my life a while ago. I went to the dentist in Lisbon, just a regular appointment. I parked my van on the street outside and, well, nothing unusual. No signs, no danger. It was raining a bit, but I didn't think much about it. 1 hour later, I come back out, and my home, my van, is buried under a huge pine tree. Yes, a whole fucking tree on top of my van.
Hey, painéis, como é que estão? The panels is okay.
Oh, thank you.
I froze. That sinking feeling hit me. My chest got tight and my mind went just blank. And then came the words in my head. Why me? Why now? For you who haven't met me before, my name is Marie, Queen Marie. I call myself a queen as a reminder to always value myself, to see my own greatness within, the same greatness that you have within you. And I work as a queenly guide. I help women to win in life, to bring in more love and joy and peace of mind to their lives. And if you are searching for guidance, just comment below with Queenly Guide and I will reach out to you. Okay, let's go back to the story. And I want to be real with you. I had a moment, a very human moment. I felt sorry for myself. I wanted to cry. I was angry, overwhelmed, and I just felt helpless. And you know what made it worse? I had cancelled my insurance a while back after hitting a really hard time financially. So I knew this wasn't going to be covered. That made it all feel even more heavier. But here's the thing. Instead of spiraling downwards, something kicked in. Something that I've been practicing and worked on for years now. A simple mindset shift that has changed everything for me. You know, when we were kids and we learned ABC 1, 2, 3, it felt fun. It felt simple, right? It felt like, hey, I can do this. You didn't question your ability to learn it. You just repeated it until it stuck. There was a joy in the simplicity. No shame, no pressure, just pure, I've got this energy. And I thought, what if we use that same simplicity to face life when it throws stuff at us? I mean, wouldn't it be amazing if navigating adult challenges came with a kindergarten level guide? So I created this little formula. ABC 1, 2, 3. Simple as that. So A stands for accept what is. One single step. That's it. Accept. The tree already fell. My van was already hit. No amount of anger or panic would lift it off. I took a deep breath and said to myself, okay, this is what is. Now let's be honest, I wasn't happily accepting it like some enlightened mountain monk sipping green tea under a waterfall. I was accepting it like a tired woman in the rain thinking, well, crap. Acceptance doesn't mean you love it. It doesn't mean you give up. It just means you stop wrestling with reality long enough to find your center again, you know. Because here's the truth. The longer we fight what already is, the more power we give to the problem instead of to the solution. And acceptance, yes, that's the first step to getting your power back. I'm curious to hear about one thing that you struggle with accepting right now. Please share with us in the comments. There might be someone who's going through exactly the same thing. And we never want to be feeling alone on this journey, right? So sharing is caring. B is be brave and set boundaries. This one has two parts. Be brave to trust that life is still on your side. That somehow this too is working for you and not against you. Even when it feels like a cruel joke, even when your van is hugging a pine tree like it's an old friend it didn't ask for, just take a deep breath and trust. Trust that there is a bigger picture being painted. Even if it feels messy right now, trust that something beautiful is unfolding beneath the chaos. And then set boundaries with your thoughts. Not every thought you think is true, especially not the dramatic ones, the late night soap opera ones like, "This is a sign I'm cursed. I should just give up. Nothing ever works for me." You know these ones, right? I had to tell my brain, okay, I hear you, but we're not going there today. I reminded myself, you can feel this, but you don't have to stay in it. You know, being brave isn't about being fearless. It's about feeling the mess and moving through it anyway. It's looking the chaos in the face and saying, not today, emotional tornado, not today. And sometimes it's not just about setting boundaries with yourself. You might also need to set them with the people around you, depending on what you're going through. For me, in that moment, the last thing I needed to hear was, "Oh no, how come you didn't have any insurance?" It's already hard enough managing your own inner critic. You don't need others piling on. That's why we set boundaries and say, I'm okay. I've got this. I'll find a way through it. And C stands for choose curiosity, creativity, and consistency. This is where the shift really happens. Instead of staying stuck, I ask myself, what's the lesson here? Being curious. What can I do now? Creativity. What small action can I take to move forward? Consistency. Curiosity cracked the door open. Creativity looked for options, and consistency helped me not crawl back into bed with a box of cookies and pretend I didn't own a van. I looked for help. I looked for the next best step. I choose to respond instead of react. And that made all the difference. One of the first things that I reprogrammed when I worked with Bob Proctor was this: don't react, always respond. Stay calm, stay in control. I want to share something I read in Viktor Frankl's beautiful book, Man's Search for Meaning. Let me share his exact words with you, because they are just so powerful. He said, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. So beautiful. Now let me tell you what this really means in everyday life. Think of it like this. Something happens. That's the stimulus. this tree falls over my van, and before I react, there's this tiny moment, this little pause. Most of us miss it completely because we are so used to just reacting right away. I know I always did that, but not anymore. This moment, it really reminded me just how far I've come on this journey. And this is what I want for you too, to apply this to your life. Let me know, what was a moment recently that you maybe overreacted a little bit and wished afterwards that you had stayed calm and just responded to whatever was happening. Please share with us in the comments. I would love to hear your story. So the next time life throws something unexpected your way, I want you to try this. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Accept what is. Be brave and set boundaries. Choose curiosity, creativity, and consistency. It's simple. It's powerful. And it brings you back to yourself. You don't have to overthink. You don't have to panic. Just breathe and go back to A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. If this helped you, let me know in the comments. And if you want more support on your journey, I'm always here. I invite a small number of one-to-one clients each month, and we also have group guidance coming up. I'm very excited for that. And if you're curious to find out more, then just comment below Queenly Mindset below, and I'll send you more information. And if you stayed this far, I want to recommend you another video. It's so good, and it's all about boundaries. You find it here. Thank you so much for watching my videos, subscribing, sharing, commenting. I really, really appreciate you, and I love you.